Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we look at Corbynite MP Dawn Butler's admission at a Momentum activist meeting that they may as well just admit Labour will be found racist by the Equalities and Human Rights Commission. Now we all knew they were guilty, we've all seen proof, we felt proof even, haven't we, when race baiters attacked the English from Labour benches? Well, looks like this dog is biting back. You will also see in this article the piss poor response, and it's laughable. But the article is in the Mail, it's titled Labour MP Dawn Butler says the party will be found guilty of institutional racism by equalities watchdog over allegations some officials discriminated against Jews. Now at this point I'd like to ask a question. Do you think this is the start of Labour's demise?
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Let's read and gloat, shall we? Dawn Butler said there was no doubt the EHRC will find that her party discriminated against Jews. So it's an admission of guilt then. The MP also claims she has suffered anti-black hostility from party staffers. Oh, it's rife then, isn't it? Well, there's a surprise. EHRC launched a formal inquiry into Labour's anti-Semitism programme last year. Labour is certain to be found guilty of institutional racism by the Equalities watchdog, an MP close to Jeremy Corbyn has admitted. Dawn Butler said there was no doubt the Equalities and Human Rights Commission, EHRC, will find that her party discriminated against Jews. We could have told you that before this, but this will be proof, and there's no way you'll be able to hide from it now, is there, Dawn? I think this is Dawn trying to get out ahead of it, i.e. it wasn't me, it was them. She told an online meeting of Momentum activists, so she's telling the people that are doing it. You see what I mean about stupid? The MP, who stood unsuccessful as Labour deputy leader, also claims she has suffered anti-black hostility from party staffers. The EHRC launched a formal inquiry into Labour's anti-Semitism problem last year after the Jewish Labour movement and others complained that the party was not doing enough to discipline members guilty of anti-Jewish hatred. No, what they did was they swept it under the carpet and pretended that they'd done something when they hadn't. The watchdog is due to report later this year, and I think it might actually finish Labour. Momentum, the left-wing group, the left ultra-extreme hard left-wing group that props up Mr Corbyn when he was leader, held the online meeting on, you ready? How to build an anti-racist party. Oh, they don't even know how to build an anti-racist party. That tells you everything about Labour, doesn't it, everyone? If they can't figure it out how to actually build a party that's not racist, they're in trouble, are they not? Publicised by MPs, including, you ready? Diane Abbott, the race baiter, the former shadow secretary. Almost 450 people listened into the open meeting. 450 people, and I guarantee they were the ones that are doing the anti-Semitism. And some of the contents have been disclosed to the Daily Mail. It occurred weeks after the publication of a leaked internal document that was compiled by those close to Mr Corbyn in a vain attempt to redirect the blame away from themselves onto everybody else. In an attempt to show he was not guilty of failing to deal with anti-Semitism. The dossier included claims that black Labour MPs, including Miss Abbott and Miss Butler, had faced abuse from party staff. And this is where they start eating themselves, isn't it, guys? Oh, this is going to be glorious. Miss Butler was Shadow Equalities Secretary under Mr Corbyn. Her admission comes 2 years after she accused Theresa May's government of institutional racism over the Windrush scandal. Oh, what goes around comes around, I think, Dawn. I think you're not going to be able to get out in front of this one because you're just as much involved as everybody else, especially if you're giving speeches to Momentum activists. Miss Butler told the Momentum meeting via video conferencing at Zoom, you know, racism, institutional racism has existed, and no matter who was in charge, and the party will be found to be institutionally racist. So everyone's a racist, have you heard that, guys? So this is a woman that's saying that she's experienced racism while calling everyone in the country a racist. Sort of makes you wonder, doesn't it, how these people get in. So we may as well just accept that point now. So basically what she's saying is, I love that phrase. So what she's saying is everyone's racist, so we might as well just accept that everyone will be found racist. Clown world, isn't it? It's just everything's been turned upside down. What we have to do is live with it and say, how do we make sure that it changes? How about you stop race baiting? That'd be a good start, Dawn. How about you stop thinking of everything with race glasses on, so you only ever think of everything in the context of race? That's how you stop racism and institutional racism. But I digress, we'll carry on. Miss Butler said she was not sure why Labour staff members with racist views had not been suspended. Yes, she does. She knows exactly why, because it would tarnish her party. So they've been hiding it as much as they possibly can, just like they've been doing with grooming reports and all of the other stuff that they hide. But what say you? Do you think this is the start of Labour's demise? Do you think they're going to just totally fraction out? All of the groups that they've been protecting for so long are all going to jump apart and start pointing the finger at each other, shouting, "It wasn't us, it was them, honest officer." I actually do think this is the start of... Have you ever seen that picture? I can't remember what it's called, where it's a snake in a circle shape and it's eating its own tail. Watch this space. This is going to be Labour in the near future, everyone. So, like I've said before, get your popcorn, buy a new pair of slippers so your feet are nice and comfy. Sit back, relax and watch the fireworks. Thank you very much for everyone that's watched all the way through to the end. If you are new, don't forget to hit the like, comment, let me know you're here. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and if you want to help the channel grow, don't forget to share it out, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, everyone.